get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season. And the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
11 mighty.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Gun. Cut.
Burrow from the gun. Strong running inside the 30. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
11 MT, take.
This one to Andrews outright. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
11.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Harris. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
11.
It's Harris again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Raider able to tack on the extra point. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. There's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. They're let out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
A 400-plus-yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Well, he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pass complete to Thrash. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Dragon 60. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He finds Njoku, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. On first down, here's Sanders. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has room into the secondary. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish off their opening drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? And that's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
They're going to be set up with a first down after a nice game there as he's down by contact.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant tapped it in to pick it up. And just like that, a very run-focused drive comes to an end that time with an interception.
You know, a lot of times, Kate, when you're finding success running it on a drive because the defense is just waiting for you to throw it. And that's where they're prepared at the time. Sure enough, it's not a rush that dooms them, but a pass and an interception.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Ford. He's got room to roll. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
That find for the rookie from Wisconsin. Complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Browns.
Give up the middle to Ford. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. He'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
It's now
Let's go now. Ready.
Another one for Ford. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Ford running to the right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this.
On the ready.
Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. With Sanders out of the pistol. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on fourth down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, Burrow to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up second down.
On one, ready? 11, Thomas. Wide 80.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long. Aired out on third. Has it been? It's cut by Andrews. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 19.
Working inside the red zone. On the screen, this is Harris. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
12.
Not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
11.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Prater puts it through. We're outside up now in the first half.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ford. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Dumped off to his running back. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
60, here we go.
Here he goes. Third and long. Complete beyond the marker. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a second quarter lead. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 10.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
12. 180. 180.
So Reed will get to Harris. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Let's get set. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
11.
Pistol to get to Harris. He's able to drive that final about a yard. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bengals with 7 to go here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
A gain of 36 yards.
Pistol, it's 4. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. Here's Sanders now. That's completed right side. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow their lead just before halftime. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the 2nd quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Burrow on 1st down. That is comped, and it's Higgins again. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I could might sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, you're getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Has it at the 7. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Gun. Stop. 180.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
Again, it's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Later adds the PAT. And the Bengals chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals might be able to get some points late after the interception. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready.
Throwing here just before halftime. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. So we have a 1. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. That one's complete, right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
They gain 14 on the play, and that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down.
Ford straight ahead. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
He's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Get it. Grab roll in, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
3rd and long for him here. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, or even though you cover, you still got to come down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Come on, ready.
Looking to throw. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
11 MT.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Stop with a give to Harris. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Burrow on the play action. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground,
Here we go.
you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Around a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
11 Thomas. Right 80. Right hot. Turbo's hot.
Air it out on 3rd. He's just going to hook this one into about row C there. Some lucky fan. Going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. 1st and 10, here's Ford. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stop made by Derek Carter. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Handoff running left, Ford. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Logan Wilson has it. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
11.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
And won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Burrow from the gun. This one's to Andrews outright. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows and the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Gronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and he just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's Ford running right. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bronco 80.
This is Ford. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Brown's ball working to carry this lead through to the end.
Ready, set.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll go. It's Sanders. He finds him beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
19 tight.
That's good for a Browns.
On first down, here's Sanders. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets.
Okay, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Go.
He'll throw it. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Hopkins has it on the tee and he's ready to send it flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
He drops it down to Harris. And this one doesn't go far. Offense to the line fast.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
On one, ready?
Brings up 3rd and 5.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Side. 180. 180 shot.
Desperation time here. It's on target to Moore. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38.
It's a gain of
Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Bengals first down.
11 MP.
They give to Harris from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Hey, talk to me, talk to me. What you got, what you got, what you got?
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. So pass Bryant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good.
On first down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Burrow to the air now. He's got more once again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
1-1, ready?
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Brooks. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone.
We got to keep scoring.
Dose of the hurry up here.
he's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 1 yard.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Quick slate complete. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Just like that, we're we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He can get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kickback for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns double their lead to 14. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Moore with a return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals losing by 14. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Looking to throw, Burrow. He completes it in traffic.
Here we go.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
Play action now, Burrow. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Coverage defensively.
What is that?
Here he is to throw. Passes man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down.
Wide 80.
Again, it's Burrow. Right side cut by Higgins. This one will get them into enemy territory. Getting stopped quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. Burrow now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
2nd and 16. At the 46-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. Burrow's caught. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Now to throw. Big strike here to Moore. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
That's another Bengals
Turbo shot.
From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
180. Plays hot.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and it's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Browns are on that one. So that should just about do it here. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Open to Sampson here up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Get it.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. Has the first down for the Browns. That should be enough to clinch them this victory.
It's a gain of 11.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And off to Sampson. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
52. Bengals 38. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
11 MT.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
11 MT.
Burrow setting to throw.
MT play.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
13 yards on the play.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes